Hello everybody, this is Bonnie from Bonnie's Creative Place, and I'm coming to you today with this fun card. I don't even know what it's called, like a pop-out card. I'm not even sure. If I can find the name where I saw it, I will definitely let you know. I saw the original on Pinterest, then I saw some on our demonstrator only website, and then I saw a video on this. It's funny how once you look at something, things just start popping up all over on your for-tooth page or whatever. So anyways, this is one that I created. This is not one we're going to make, but we're going to show you how to do the mechanism in a different one. So I made this one, and then I created the back. I didn't put any greeting around this one yet because I'm not really quite sure who I want to give this to or what I want to give it for. It could be get well, it could be a birthday, and you know, anything. A hello card. I just haven't decided with that one. Then I made this one, and this one says let's celebrate, and this is using the celebration paper that you can get free right now with every $60 order. So yeah, so I use this paper. This paper is wonderful. There's a lot of different patterns and colors, and I really liked it, so I did this one. And then this is where you'd write your greeting on the back, and I put happy birthday. I didn't leave a lot of room. Sometimes I'm not a big writer, so yeah, but I figured the card spoke for itself on how much I care and think about them. So there's that one. And then I did this one, which this is one of my favorite ones. I'm gonna put a little adhesive there. I'm not sure why that piece wants to keep popping up. This cardstock and the designer series paper is no longer available. If you have some, it's our old in colors. It's Sweet Sorbet, and I just thought it went with these, you know, with the background really well, and so that's what I used for this. And this is using one of our new sets out of the catalog. Let's see, I think it's out of this catalog. It's on page, yes it is, it's right here. It is called, what's called Storybook Moments, and it's using this suite. I bought the whole suite. So yes, I definitely love this little suite. It's so cute. Now the little birds are out of the mailbox. What is that set called? I didn't write it down. Hold on. I just put it back. It is called, oh, Sending Love. Sending Love set is that little birdie. Came out of there. So everything came in that I used on this. The little birds and the background paper in this designer series are not. But yeah, I thought this was a cute little card. And then of course I always make myself a sample. So I have it to go in my little log, and this is where I write all my directions. It's like my cheat sheet. So I have this one. I just didn't decorate the front. I used discontinued stuff, and then I just have a sample, and I'll put it in my little sample thing, so if I ever want to come back to this again, I can. So let's get started on the one we're going to make today. The one we're going to make today is using this bundle here. It's called Hello Yellow. It just calls spring to me. I absolutely love it. It calls spring. I'm so excited. And we're just going to use this little bundle right here. And it's on page 35 and 34 in the mini catalog. So if you are interested in that and would like to place an order, my information is in the description box below. And then these are the paper packs. These, I absolutely love them. There's so many different papers in there. And then this is like a vellum type paper. And there was a gingham one, and then a floral. There's like a couple of each one. I just want to bring, now the gingham I didn't even realize was in this pack until I really got looking at it. So it was hidden behind, you get these floral papers, which is so pretty, and this one, which would have been beautiful, but I chose to use the gingham. And so there's that. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do some stamping. And I'm going to show you, a lot of you may have one of these, may already know about these, or maybe new and haven't really experienced anything with a Stamp-A-Majig. Stampin' Up! Does not sell this anymore. They sell the Stampin' Positioner thing where you can stamp it over and over, which is a wonderful tool too, but I think every tool has its own purpose, and this makes it wonderful for me for absolutely lining stuff up. So I still use this, I still love it, and you can get these anywhere now, but yeah, this is what I'm going to use today. So what you do is you take the corner of this, if you're left-handed or right-handed, it's either one. So you take the corner of this paper and you put it, the corner of that, and you put your paper right there. Okay? Now I am going to use the color Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to take the solid piece of the Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to stamp it up on my paper. And then I'm going to put this right in the corner, just like this, the corner of my block, in the corner of this, and I'm going to stamp right down. Okay? So I have that. Now we're just taking this. You can move this out of the way if you want. It doesn't matter. I usually just leave it right there. This is a piece of, I don't know, like, you could use, if you don't have this and you only have this, you can use the clear window sheets too. It's a piece that comes with it. It's like a piece of plastic. And I just sit it up here. Now you don't want to use permanent ink, like a permanent ink that'll stain on it. So like these inks will wash off. So stamp it up really good. And then you're just going to stamp down. Okay. Now you can see the image. It's very light for you guys. Maybe you could see it on there, but it's very light. But if you put it down here, you could see it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to line those pieces up with the image, because it might be that I put my paper down or my stamp on my block a little crooked, and you wouldn't know that unless you did this. Okay, and it's on my block a little crooked, or different than the other stamp. So I'm going to line this up right here like this. I'm lining the plastic thing up with the paper, with the plastic, the corner of this with the plastic piece, not the paper anymore. I'm using my plastic piece and I'm lining it up in the corner of the Stamp-A-Majig. I hope I'm explaining this good. Then I'm going to stamp this up. Then I'm going to stamp off because I don't want it quite so vibrant. Then I'm going to line up the corner of this into the corner of this. And I'm going to stamp it right down. And voila. It lines it up perfectly. Every time. I absolutely love it, and I think it's a great tool. So just to recap, in case none of you guys understood that and I didn't explain it very well, you're going to first take the corner of your paper, you're going to put it into the corner of the Stamp-A-Majig. Then you're going to stamp your main image. So this is your main image. You're going to stamp it down. Then you're going to take, you can move this out of the way if you want. Then you're going to take the corner of your plastic piece that came with your Stamp-A-Majig. You're going to put that up in the corner. So it's up in the corner like this. Then you're going to stamp this into your ink. You're going to stamp it down. Then you're going to move this out of the way. You're going to bring your white piece back in. You're going to line this up with your image wherever it needs to be lined up at. It may be crooked. See how it's not even on my paper here? That's okay. You want to make sure it's even on your image. That doesn't matter which way this is. It could be way over here. That's fine. You just want to make sure it's even. And the reason why it's different, even though these are the same size blocks, it could be I have this one off a little bit from this one, so it doesn't always line up perfectly. And I just find it easier than leaning over it and spending 15 minutes trying to figure out how even it is. It's hard for me the older I'm getting, so this works out great. So then I go ahead and I line this up. Then you're going to put this right in here, so it's right back in the corner again, just like that. Then you're going to take this out of the way, and then you're going to bring this back in, and you're going to stamp it down, lining the corner of this up with the corner of that, and you'll get a perfect match every time, long as you do those steps. I mean, I really love it. I hope this helps somebody. If they have a Stamp-A-Majig, maybe they don't have the Stampin' Positioner. And this just works out. I think it's quick and easy, and I really like this a lot. So now what we're going to do is we're going to die cut this out. So hopefully now, after all that, this doesn't move. Is right here, so we will get to them in a minute. First, we're going to get to creating the card. Now I have my little cheat sheet here, and the inks I used was Daffodil Delight and Pumpkin Pie, if I did not tell you guys that. Now I got to get out my cutter and get this into the camera so you guys can see. I did go ahead and do some scoring already, but I'm gonna just, so I guess I don't need my cutter. I didn't know if I pre-scored these ones or not, and I did, but I'll tell you about them. So this piece here is it's 5 and 5/8, wait, no, right here. It's 5.5 by 4 1/8. I'm sorry, my kitten. Oh. Okay, so this piece is 5.5 by 4 1/8, and it has to be 1/8 shorter for the wraparound pieces. Here, you want it 1/8 of an inch shorter, and it makes the card fold and everything so much better. And then you're going to score on each side at 3/4 of an inch, or you could score at 3/4 and 3 3/8. So however you want to do it, I did 3/4 on each side. And then you're going to score these pieces down. Okay. Like that. And then we need 2 pieces that are 5 3/4 by 4 1/4. You need 2 of them. And you're going to score these at 3/4, 2, 3 3/4, and 5. And you're going to do the same thing to both of them. Okay. And then we're going to I'm just going to finger press these, and they're all folding away from you. So you want them to look like that when you're done. It's like a little, I don't know, U, kind of. So then we're going to have those pieces. Then for the side panels, inside panels here, what I've decided that I wanted for my measurements is I wanted 2 that is 1/2 inch by 5 3/4. And these pieces are going to go right here. I'm sorry if you hear noise in the background. My cats are in my craft room with me, and they have decided that there's an empty box that they want to attack over there. If they get too loud, I will definitely kick them out. Then I have another piece of DSP for this panel right here. And this one is 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. You need 1 in Designer Series paper, and then you need 1 in Whisper White, and that is for the back where you do your greeting. Then you need a bunch of little pieces, and we'll put these on while we are doing this, so while I'm telling you what size they are. This is 1/2 inch by 1 1/8, and you are going to need 4 of them. And so we will continue with that. Okay. I love this gingham on this paper. I don't know who did the design of this. If I can think of it, I'll go back, because this particular pattern that I did for this design is not my original. It is somebody else's, and I want to make sure I give them credit. And then this piece here is 1 1/8 by 1 1/8, and you also need 4 of them, and they go right here. I just love this whole set. It makes me think spring, and with all this cold weather we've been getting, I am just so ready for spring. I cannot wait for the warm weather. You would think I'd be used to it. I live in upstate New York, but no, I think the older I get, the more I just want the heat. Okay. And then this next piece is 1 5/8 by 1 1/8, and you need 2 of these, and these are going to go right here in the middle. Okay. And now I'm going to put this one together. It was hard for me to cover this gingham up. I really like the gingham. It is so pretty and bright, and it does make me think of summer and picnics and everything else. So, and then it was hard to cover up the flowers too. And then I'm just going to line this up and put it in the center the best I can. Okay, so now we have that part done. And now we're going to attach these to the panel. So I'm going to flip it over, and I am going to take, and I'm going to look and make sure that there's a little bit on this side and a little bit equal parts. Try to make it as equal as you can be. That's why you wanted a little bit less. You wanted 1/8 of an inch less, because this does help. And then I'm going to put adhesive. You could use glue. You can use, you can use whatever you want. Let's line this back up. And then you're going to line this up, making equal parts on either side, having this flat. Now you're not going to, like, you just want to lightly, you don't want to over push it. You just want it lightly. So nice and light, just like that. Then we're going to do this side. Let me just put the adhesive first. I don't have to worry about it moving. And then we're going to put this so it's equal parts. Let me get it straight so I can see. Make sure it's flush with the bottom or the top, whatever one, you know, make sure it's flush. Okay. I'm just going to close it over, and then when you flip it over, bing, and it'll mail flat, and then you got this. Well, now we're going to take a piece of window sheet, and we're going to put this in, and let's see. Okay. And we're going to put this part in at the top, like this. And then we will bend it a little bit, and we'll put this part in at the bottom so it's even. And then I just like to press. Oh, and the window sheet is 1 5/8 by 4. So that's the piece of the window sheet, and that fits right there in the center thing. Should probably have been moved over a little bit here on the bottom. Let's see if I can get that. I might have to put a little glue on it now that I moved it. There we go. Okay, there we go. It looks good. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to decorate it. So I cut the branch out of the die set. And so I think I want to go ahead and just put this branch right on here, just like this. You can have anything, but just can't go off the edge here, because if it goes off on either side or the top or the bottom, it won't fit in the envelope. So you can have as much as you want of this on here. And then just be mindful, like I'm going to have that hanging off, so I'm going to make sure I don't put any glue on that part. Now I'm going to bring in my Precision glue thing by Sweet Petunia. I am not sponsored, I just like it. I should have had my tweezers over here. Make sure I don't have any glue on my hands, because it seems like when I touch that window sheet, it gunks it right up. Okay. I have a little bit of glue coming out, but I'm not going to worry about it because I have flowers that will help cover this up. So now I'm going to go ahead, and I went and I punched these flowers out earlier. This is what we die cut, or this is what we stamped. And I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put these on here. I don't know which one I want where. Okay, we're going to put this one, and put this one up here. I guess there's no real, I don't know. I've never used this part yet. This is my first time using it with you guys, so I don't really know where these three go. This is like a trio one. Maybe I should put the trio one like that so it catches that little branch. I think that's what I'll do, and I'll just put a little bit on this branch so it's not hanging off here. Like that. We'll check all the glue when we're done to make sure we don't have glue where it shouldn't be. And then we'll put one right here. Come on. And then we'll take and put one up here on this one. Okay. And then I got some flower or leaves here. I punched out a bunch of different leaves, and I'm just going to put a little glue. I'm going to tuck one in back here. I think I still have room to tuck one in. And then I'm going to tuck one in over here on the back side of this little guy here somehow, like that. And I see I got a little glue right there. I'm definitely going to have to be mindful of that. And then I got this one here. I should probably put one down here somewhere. We'll add him on there. Okay. We'll come back to all that glue. Oh, I got this little tiny piece. Where did this one go? Maybe there, like a bud? I have no clue. I don't even know what I love flowers, but I don't even know what these flowers are, or what these flowers are called. If anybody knows, but I'll have to tell you, I don't know if I said it in my last video or not, when I did a video of this. I haven't posted it, but my mom has a tree kind of similar to this, like a bush out back of our yard that we had all the time when we were growing up. And I don't know what it is, and she has passed, so I can't ask her. But it blooms just like this. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous little bush. I wasn't the flower person in the family. That was my sister. My mom was, but my sister got my mom's genes. If I keep it alive, we are doing good. In the summer when I buy flowers for my porch, because sometimes I don't know what I'm buying and I just buy random flowers because I like them because they're pretty. But then they're, it's probably all has to do with maintenance is why I can't keep them alive. I try, and either I overwater them or I underwater them, or they're in the sun and they shouldn't be in the sun. So usually my sister comes down and saves the day and helps me keep them alive throughout the summer. Okay, let's see. I'm just slowly, oh, you know what I never did with this? And I didn't realize it till just now. And I threw it away. I never kept the dot for the white part on this. So if you make this and you do this little part, make sure you keep the dot. I don't think I have a punch that is small enough to go on to make a little dot on there. So we're just gonna, I didn't keep both of them. There's two of them and I never kept either one. So at least they'll be matching. Alright, now I'm gonna hold this with this, and now I'm gonna add some glue. Everything is so tiny, tiny in this set. And then I'm going to lay this right down flat, and it says wishing you, and I'm going to let this sit for a minute because this, I'm going to score right where it pops up. So I'm going to kind of do this to it so that so it comes around. And I keep holding everything down where it needs to be held. Okay. And then we're gonna put this happy, well, you know what, maybe I'll put this on the back, because I think that, yeah, I think I'm gonna put that on the back. Alright, so now I have, if I can see what I did with them, I have these cute little bees. Oh my god, I love these bees in this little set. They're just tiny. And I absolutely love them. This is probably the most of the battle, is getting one of these bees upright and getting a glue dot on it. Picking one up and putting one of these on here is the challenge. Oh, I tell you that and I did it. Now that will never happen again. And I got a glue dot stuck to one of my nails. But that will never happen again. I will never, I can't believe that. And I think I'm going to put this little bee, well, it's there now, so I guess right there. And I think I'm going to add another one. I think I want a couple bees on this. I'm going to put one on the flower. If I can... There we go. I did that too. I don't know if I was off camera or if it's on camera enough for you guys to see it. But that doesn't always happen. And we're going to put one up here on these flowers, I think. Like right in the center. Like right. Yeah, I think I like that. Like right there. I think that's cute. You could add little pearls or something to the center of these cards. But I think I like it like that. And I think I'm going to take a permanent fine tip. I think this is a good, I think this is permanent. Let me see. I think it is. If not, you definitely want to let it dry. And I'm going to dot this. And you just want to do it very carefully. Because if you do it, you know, too crazy, it's going to end up moving on you. And then I'm going to do one up here on the paper, up like this, just like that. And then I have the back panel right here, and I think I'm going to put this, but see, the problem is this will not fit on the back panel because it's too big unless I go like that. So I didn't think about that, and my original plan was going to put this here. Oh, you know what I can do? where's my scissors? Right here. I am going to take and I'm going to cut this like this. And I'm going to put this right close to the edge that way. And this close to the edge that way, so it doesn't look kind of weird. And then I'm going to take and put one of these up here at the top. Like that. I don't know what else I'm going to do to the back of this. I don't know. I do know what I could. I have a bee stamp here that I use all the time for the backs of my cards, which maybe that's what I'll do. I'm going to put this right up kind of close. Ooh. I want this right up. It's kind of like it was reading it. Got a little bit of glue on there. Let me get that off. And then maybe take this and just kind of put it here like that. I think that's kind of, yeah, that's kind of cute. I know I had an extra one, so I figured let's use it. So I'm going to put that right here so I can use it. And then you know what? I'm going to take, I have this little stamp. It came out of the, I'll have to put the name of it on the board. It's a little bundle, and I use this because my nieces and nephews and everybody call me Aunt B. I'm just known as Aunt B. So I stamp this on the bottoms of my cards, and then I write "Love Aunt B." And the kids absolutely love it. And since I have this one right here, and I have it out, I'm going to add this to the back. And my great nieces call me it. So this would be a perfect little card. And I'm going to put this on the back. And you put it right here in the back like this. And I still might punch out a flower because I feel like it needs a little flower there. So I may go back and punch out a flower and add it to that. But that is my card, everybody. I hope you enjoy it. These are all the cards that I have made with this set. And I've had so much fun. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.